Thank you so much, Christine, and yeah, good luck with doing the good work there. So, as we draw this impactful webinar to a close, let's take a moment to reflect on the powerful insights shared by each of our speakers. Dr. Jared van Zuidam reminded us that recovery isn't a pause from performance, it's the very foundation of it. We must train, fuel, and recover like the corporate athletes we are. Dr. Reinder Nota highlighted the urgent need to expand access, affirming that healthcare must be a right, not a privilege. Employers have the power to bridge this gap and unlock healthier, more productive teams. Nazuku Mutsuwani challenged us to rethink wellness as a leadership imperative. When leaders take ownership, fragmented perks evolve into integrated strategies that drive transformation. Then Dr. Rika Viljoen emphasized that wellness delivers more than cost savings. It builds culture, trust, and innovation. By measuring what matters, we we reveal its undeniable value. Alan Fritz showed us that prevention isn't just good medicine, it's smart business. Early interventions protect people and elevate performance. And then lastly, Christine Osborne closed with a powerful reminder that EAP's employment assistance programs are more than hotlines. They are cultural anchors in the organization. When leaders activate them, trust grows and well-being thrives. Together, these voices have painted a clear path forward. Wellness is not a cost, it's a capability. Let's lead the shift. So now let's look at how WASA becomes your strategic partner in building a healthier, more productive workplace. WASA exists to help employers embed wellness into their organization's DNA, not as a HR add-on, but as a strategic capability. We offer practical tools, insights, and partnerships to make wellness measurable, inclusive, and aligned with business goals. Our wellness wheel provides a holistic framework that integrates physical, mental, financial, and social well-being, helping organizations map their current landscape and identify real gaps. The climate study tool turns those insights into data, enabling leaders to measure culture, access inclusion, and leadership impact across departments. And our knowledge vault makes strategy practical. It's a living repository of research, case studies, and toolkits to help you design and sustain wellness initiatives. This slide is not just about logos, it's about the partnership. WASA works alongside you, co-creating solutions that make sense for your people and your budget. For early adopters, we offer a founder employer recognition of a lifetime membership at 50% discount, symbolizing your organization's leadership in shaping workplace wellness in South Africa. Together, we can move wellness from intention to implementation and from cost to competitive advantage. That is the power of partnering with WASA. We've been we've spoke about strategy, systems, and solutions. Now let's explore what exactly is meant by investing, in your workplace wellness through WASA. When you partner with WASA, the Workplace Wellness Association of South Africa, you are not just buying access to tools, you are investing into an ecosystem designed to build wellness capacity inside your organization. This table shows the total value you can receive through WASA membership. Collectively, the Climate Study Knowledge Vaults, Wellness Support System, and our research assets amount to more than 260,000 Rand in annual value. So you don't have to spend that money. All you have to spend is 8 Rand per employee per year. And if you join before the end of the year, you qualify for the 4 Rand per employee per month. So please consider that. I mean, the climate study and audit alone is valued at more than 75,000 Rand. And that can really help you measure your culture, access, and inclusion, turning data into actionable strategy. The wellness support, sorry, I'm going to just go forward. So basically, ladies and gentlemen, for less than 40 Rand per employee per year, which is less than the cost of a cup of coffee per month, you can position your organization as a national leader in employee well-being. This is not a cost. It is an investment in resilience, productivity, and brand leadership. Join us as a founder employer and help redefine the workplace wellness of Southern Africa. Please allow me to show a quick 2-minute video of what employers get when they partner with WASA. Ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to the close. Thank you very much. Apologies that we went 5 minutes over the time. We will email the link to the online application after the webinar, and I'm now opening the floor for any questions. I did see in the chat there was a number of people that asked if the slides will be made available. Yes, it will. A link to the webinar will also be posted on YouTube, as well as a summary of the afternoon will be emailed to you. If there's anyone with a specific question, please feel free to just raise your hand. Oh, sorry. There we go. Nomonde.
Thank you so much. My video is not opening. I'm not sure what's happening. Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you for a great webinar. Great presenters. Very insightful, thought-provoking. I loved it very much. My only issue remains, how do we help employers reduce the cost of wellness initiatives? Because most employers find themselves with multiple initiatives. Sometimes there's cost duplication. They pay for the occupational health clinic, they pay for the EAP, they pay for the medical aid, they also cover the employee in the case where they are out of funds they need to cover. And ultimately, because we are fragmented and sort of positioned differently depending on where you are on the ladder, the employer bears the most costs. So how do these initiatives help? And I'm asking this question because we see of late, the medical contributions are very high. I think next year there's even a scheme that's charging up to 19% contribution increases, but the employee benefits are actually decreasing. And gap cover is almost becoming an imperative for every employee who is, or for employees who can afford it. So in reality, the medical costs are going high. Employers are not necessarily paying increases that are aligned to the medical inflation. So what is the best approach to help employers avoid duplication in these initiatives, but just structure a program that is fit for purpose and maybe even embracing digital technology to help them achieve that? Thank you.
Awesome. Excellent question. Alan, I'll hand over to you. I'm not sure if you want to ask a different question or respond to Dr. Nomonde's question there, but I fully agree, and I think uh, that is exactly the work WASA aims to do, is to illustrate to employers how their contribution can have both value of investment as well as return on investment. But it starts with an approach. It starts with the undertaking from the employer to commit uh, to sign the code of conduct, to do the audit, to measure, to monitor, to have a wellness committee in place. So that is really, the work WASA does, is to hold the employer's hand in that process. And fortunately, there is enough actuaries and the likes that can assist ensuring that the returns is there. But primarily, if we want to fix the total health ecosystem of South Africa and Southern Africa, for that matter, it really starts with the employer. And although it might feel, like you say, Dr. Nomonde, that the employer pays the most, it is also the employer and obviously the employee that stands the most to gain from a healthy and productive workforce. So that is really the challenge, I believe. Alan, do you want to add to that?
Thank you, Chris. I think Doc is spot on. We know that healthcare inflation tracks around about 3-4% headline inflation, and it's just escalating. And if you look, she's 100% right in terms of there are schemes, medical schemes in double digits, but so does the employer investment into EAP, into on-site servicing in terms of health also escalate. Generally, Doc, my view is that corporate organizations measure their strategy output in 4 areas, namely quantity, quality, cost, and the standard is fundamental that we're talking about today is the people standard. Now, if you look at quantity and quantity related to production and outputs and so on, quality, financial targets and so on, and cost is, of course, a big issue, budgets and reduction of overheads in terms of operating cost and so on. In the people standard, there are generally 8 to 10 standards that needs measurement, be it absenteeism, be it sickness, be it chronicity, and so on. And the 8 to 10 standards are all fragmented, and many of the presenters spoke today about fragmentation. One can only reduce that kind of cost on the people standard if it's an integrated strategy. We've got to understand what medical aid cost is. We've got to understand what absenteeism cost is, and so on and so on. So once we've unpacked those standards, and I think that's, Chris, that's where WASA can come to the party in a big way by formulating the template in terms of how to integrate into the strategic imperatives of the business and making sure that as we deal with cost elements, as we deal with production elements in the mining environment, and so on, we deal in an integrated format, the same with the people standard. It's quantifying the people standard, including the measurements, and ensuring that it is measured and managed like we would measure any part of the strategy. It's the only way, in my opinion, Doc, that we will reduce this fundamental that you talk about, escalating cost in healthcare. Thanks, Chris.
Thank you, Alan. Any more questions? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm then going to conclude. And I think, great questions there. The cost for the employer, the benefit for the employer. And but I'd really like to just steal a few of Dr. van Zuydam's thoughts there. And personally, I'm very energized about this concept of the corporate athlete. And I think if we all just start looking at our organization as high performance sports teams coming to apply their trade, apply their sport in business every single day. Um, South Africa has got, I think, better than average if you consider our resources and our population results on the sports field. Why not change that to get better than average results on the business front and in the workplace? So with that, I leave you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for your time. We really appreciate you, and we hope we will all see you as WASA founder employers. Thank you so much.